You ever watch something where someone's life sucks so much more than yours, it makes you feel a little bit better? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Forehead Fables podcast talk show edition for the patrons, featuring our guest Papa Poob. Yeah, shut the fuck up. You're not on the stage yet. Jesus Christ.
I'm not a guest.
You're a guest this episode, dude. You're a fake guest. Yeah, walk over to the... Sit down, sir.
Let me get cozy.
And Brian, our musical guest is Brian. Brian, you come sit on this other chair we laid out for you.
Are you going to edit my actual better chair? I fell.
The illusion. Right.
You can't show anybody this. You can't show anybody.
You have to use that footage.
Yeah, that has to be. Oh my God, this is the main voyage for this production, and you fucked it up.
Yeah, we spent thousands
of dollars on this. Jesus Christ, whole new set and everything. And you know what? That was bought with patron money. That green screen.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. And
that's why you're the musical guest and not the main guest.
Yeah. God. What the fuck?
Yeah, play us in again.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, come back in for round 2. That was a rehearsal.
Yeah, rehearsal.
Okay, yeah, Fables episode, whatever. This is our guest, Poob, and musical guest, Brian. Brian, you sit further away in that chair that we put out for you.
What's going on with the inflation?
Oh, I can't stand that stuff.
Yeah.
I got nothing there.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I stopped watching the news.
Oh, yeah.
Because it got me so, like, it was so sad. I'd wake up every morning, and, like, my morning routine was Abby would slap me awake, and then I would pull out my phone, and I would, like, open up the news thing, and it would be like, these fucking Ukrainians died, and we're running out of fresh water in California, and...
You just spoke about watching people that are more sad than you to make you feel better. I would think you'd love the news.
In a fictional world.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Boy in the Striped Pajamas, I don't know how fictional that world was, but...
Well, it depends who you talk to.
True.
Yeah.
Tally-ho, yes.
I've been hanging out in my Discord.
Yeah.
And they're quick to pull out that TI-82 and start running numbers.
Does not compute. Yeah.
There's no conceivable way there was this many. Yeah. But anyways, there's like thick sauce. The whole reason we have this setup here is because of the gravity of the situation.
Because it's an awesome bit. But.
Oh, that too. Yeah, but I was talking. There's been an egregious insult to you specifically from a large streamer.
Oh shit.
Oh, we're talking about him.
What happened?
Yeah, we're talking about
I forgot what we've talked about on the podcast because we've been having so many guests. We don't really just get to talk about the things that are really important anymore.
We always have to placate some fucking person that we invite on.
What's epic mealtime?
Yeah.
What's Dungeons and Daddies?
What is all that?
Now we can talk about me, my favorite.
Yeah. So there's this guy.
Tubby?
What's his name?
I forget his
Fubby.
name. Yeah, Fubby or something.
Oh.
And he
Dummy.
Well, you go ahead and say the whole premise of like what's your go-to attire?
Okay, well, first off, I don't have a go-to attire besides the leopard print
at conventions,
pheasant feathered fedora. Well, it's not just an see. I don't think a lot of people grasp the severity of this because it's not a at conventions jacket. We wore it at whatever it's called, Crater Clash, the NASCAR jackets, the triple NASCAR jackets that can only be worn in triples because it is best. And before that, though, they stretched to a beautiful nights at the bars. You put these, I'm not a superstitious man, but these jackets hold the closest thing to a good luck charm I've ever. I'm trying to keep my arms in frame for the drawing. Sorry. The closest thing to a good luck charm. I don't know why these sleeves are so much longer.
Just have your hands constantly out towards the camera.
Yeah, I'm flying. Woo!
Yeah.
The closest thing to a good luck charm I've ever had in my life. Like, we got them the first day. We're like, oh, these look good, you know. Bam, parking spot open up. That spot's never open. That's weird, you know. Go to the bar. Get drunk, drive home from that parking spot. Don't crash.
Not even once, yeah.
Blacked out, yeah. So lucky. Now that, okay, well, in a way, when I think about one of my best friends and I have very different opinions of why they're lucky. He lays claim to, we went to this bar, Smoking Bae walks up to him and is just like, oh my God, I love that jacket. Within like 2 minutes, she's just like sitting on his lap and it's like, I hope you know, like, I'm only here for the jacket. And then they just like made out and walked away. And that's
that'll change you, man. Like, have you ever seen those posts where it's like someone complimented my dad when he was wearing a green shirt and they said like, oh, that's your shirt.
He just wears green.
And he just wears like green shirts for the rest of his fucking life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green men. Yeah. See, for me, though, that scenario, there's a lot of scenarios where it's like, this is a good luck jacket. That was a nightmare scenario for me because I actually knew this girl kind of. We had met once before and I was like, I had a crush on her. I'm like, this chick is so hot. I see her walking over. I had switched NASCAR jackets with my friend 1 second before we came out. Keep in mind, you know, they're all my jackets. And I've got my Burger King one, you know, my main squeeze. And before we got, I'm like, you know what? Will, why don't you take the Burger King one? I'll take, you know, the fucking, who gives a shit, Superman
Did he steal
one or
your
whatever.
Jacket and
no, I offered.
Potential mate?
I offered, but it was very funny to me to watch this girl come over and like, whoa, nice jacket. And then just like within minutes, it's gone. I was just like, oh, man. And I, you know, it was whatever. It wasn't luck for me. Blah, 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 blah.
But it was luck for the jacket.
It's the jacket has net luck on it. It's the wearer has luck, okay? It's not just for me.
Which makes the crime that will be described in a minute all the more... Yeah, it's worse. Sinister, maybe?
I don't know.
Petty?
I've already talked about Creator Clash. We talked about last podcast with Harley, a million times. It's probably my peak. But Devin, Omid, and I wear these NASCAR jackets to it, and everyone's going, whoa, who are those guys? You know, how do we get on that? And we hang out. Oh, Wubby, nice to meet you. Oh, Peanut. Oh, Carlos. You guys are so fun. Hang out, blah, blah, blah. Now I look back on it with less fond memories now. But what is it, a week ago now? Wubby makes a declaration. Seemingly out of nowhere, but a week ago, Peanut goes, hey, I bought a NASCAR jacket. I'm going to wear it to TwitchCon. I'm like, oh, okay, weird. You know, it's kind of our thing, but
yeah, inviting yourself to a party is kind of strange. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like what we did at Creator Clash. Like, you should get how awkward that can be.
But you had the NASCAR jacket.
Yeah. So
like once you have it, you can invite yourself to stuff, but inviting yourself to the NASCAR jacket club?
Yeah.
No, not in a million years.
But I was okay with it. You know, I'm like, okay, so you're going to wear it. And then Carlos's girlfriend, like a couple days later, is like, oh, I just bought one. I was like, oh, so you guys, this whole little friend group's going to wear them. I told him, I'm like, that's cool. You know, in a way, the more the merrier, but it's just you're not going to have that same luck factor we will have. And then the next day, boom. This is where the crowd in our live audience goes,
the Gatsby?
Oh, yeah.
Put up the chew on your nails.
Chew your nails to the quick.
He made a declaration that all of his fans should wear NASCAR jackets to TwitchCon to identify themselves as really just a big fuck you to Omid, Devin, and I planning on wearing these jackets.
It's sickening. I hate them.
You had a good tweet. I mean, it kind of ruins it for me even more. But it was a good nuclear.
Keep it, don't. Before you get to that, keep in mind
what
that
Webby.
Webby. I can't remember this fucking guy's name.
It's not important to me anymore.
Yeah, Fribby. He streams.
Thornby.
He streams to like 10,000 people at a time. This guy's big, right? And he thinks he can stomp on the little guy. It's not going to happen. We're not going to take the lane down.
And his little
I called Sam immediately. I said, please use a little of your pull. Help me retaliate.
It does. He's just so much bigger than me. It's like fighting a mountain. I don't know if I can do it.
When I
He'll just stomp on him next.
I look like I climb mountains for a living, but fighting them, that's a whole different story, okay? I was at a loss of what to do. I had a couple ideas that turned out to be a little too extreme, and I got talked down from some of those. And now it's, I'm still not sure. I'm not sure.
Job prospects, just saying, the Four Head Fables podcast is one of the few organizations that hires felons. So do whatever you need to do. Whatever you feel like justice is,
you'll still be welcome.
Seek it
with open arms.
Okay. And about
as long
20
as
to
that felony
30.
comes with a pretty badass story. That would, and maybe like one of my competitors that's bigger than me, maybe knock down a pig.
Then, and right before your guys' confirmed Creator Clash 2 fight, maybe he's missing some
not confirmed
ligaments. Yeah,
not confirmed.
Confirmed.
Which, by the way, I have not done any training. I've actually gotten in worse shape since the hike. So this is, I have like no stamina. Yeah, I'm gonna get fucking obliterated.
Like me now.
You gotta fight just to even, I feel like, get into this one pretty hard, because now everyone saw how cool and awesome the first one is. Now everyone's a little bitey. The even bigger streamers than were there.
It's like Hot Ones. Like I wanted to be on Hot Ones, and then and
they start
now
getting
it's
real
like
big
Marco
celebs,
Robbie's on Hot Ones. It's like, where the fuck do I get?
Yeah, I can't get in there. The ship has sailed. I was sitting there like I was aspiring to get on there when they were having people on there that were just like big YouTubers.
Yeah.
And then by the time I was quote unquote a big YouTuber with like 1 million subs, 1 million subs is nothing. First of all, once I got it, as soon as I got it, it's nothing. And then but there's like, before, if you had 1 million subs, you knew the name. Like there was like 12 channels with 1 million subs. Now there's thousands.
There's like toy channels that you don't know the name of. They have like 10 times.
Yeah.
And then by the time I get, they're like they're having like Idris Elba and stuff like that on fucking Hot Ones.
Fucking Obama or some shit.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna be able to get on there.
Yeah.
TwitchCon, you'll meet a lot of people where you're like, you'll get done talking to me, be like, what a weird little fucking nerd. And then someone will be like, oh my God, that guy has 10 million subs. And you're like, what the? Hey, man, excuse me.
And he's like, I'm the foremost expert on redstone circuitry on Minecraft. Oh my God.
Good heavens. Yeah. Come on our podcast.
That guy's like a redstone legend.
We should get some Four Head Fables business cards printed out before TwitchCon to hand out to potential prospects.
It's too late now, right?
Did I tell you what my plan was?
We got over a month. How is that too late to get a
Where are you going to get nice looking business cards in a
month? Did you
month?
hear my plan for Brian's girlfriend?
Eiffel Tower?
No, not Eiffel Tower.
Jesus Christ.
Take her to Paris? What? I don't know.
No.
It's different than the plans we talked about?
No, Brian, you'll be fine. Brizzle's got to take you out drinking. We'll take care of Mia. Anyways, no,
Christ.
What we were gonna do was we were gonna, she's getting like a free place to fucking stay, right? Because she's coming.
Staying with us now.
She's came with me.
It's just a goddamn clown Airbnb. How many people are in this?
It's like a bar. Yeah.
Because if I'm sleeping on the goddamn ground, it started with I was gonna get my own place with the Dev No Me. Then you say, I'm like, oh, that'd be great. And now it's becoming more and more. Every day there's another.
It's turned into a business trip. All right, I got to bring my podcast homies.
Trick.
We've never met Salt. We have to bring Salt.
You're doing it for tax write-off reasons.
No, I'm not. You guys act like I hate it when people say that. They go like, "Oh, that's like a tax write-off." That doesn't mean it's free.
Free money. That's double.
Yeah, free. That's what it is.
That's not it at all.
You got a free plane ticket. That's what that is.
No. Anyways, okay, so
you should have got first class anyway.
We have 2 backtracks we need to cover. One,
okay,
we're now that Brian's girlfriend's. I don't know if I can say her first name or not. Now that Nyx is coming, right?
Broomhilda. Yes.
I was like, hey, what if like her little charge, like the thing she has to pay, is basically her dignity, and we would make really poorly designed graphic design cards as if she had a graphic design business. And anybody that I went up and talked to that was a YouTuber, she would come up behind and be like, oh my God, Webby, it's so nice to meet you. If you ever need any design work done, I do like websites, I do Twitter banners and stuff like that, and like give her a card.
Oh,
And
but
it
it's
would
like
be
really
like
fucking
a
awful.
really bad drop shadows on the card and everything. It would look horrible.
You'd have to make sure you didn't make it look so bad it was funny to the point where people think that's the
That's the
Oh
ironic.
yeah, it has to be like a healthy middle ground.
Like
You have to try.
It can't be GeoCities level, but it has to be dated.
She has to sell it with her personality, and I think she'd be able to sell that cringe.
Yeah,
So,
awkward.
Yeah,
Awkward.
Yeah, if she could just somehow
Jesus.
act awkward at this event, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, you could train her to get her some acting classes or something.
Yeah.
Make her watch a bunch of Michael Cera movies.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Be this guy.
Be
You're not
easy to
Scott
talk
Pilgrim.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she doesn't have any fucking experience doing that.
So, what about our business cards, though? Can we also have her hand one of those out and be like, it just says like, like you're cordially invited, and it's got that guy rubbing the shit on his face in the background, or
Do you want to have
Something-
that?
Why don't we have like
a
Danny
QR code that
Ocean,
takes from that video?
where he just has a white business card that's embossed and it just says Danny Ocean on it. Like it has no.
that'd be sweet.
It has,
It just
it
says
has no
FF
number, has no URL, nothing. Just has a name.
for.
Sam. I'll just put Sam in the middle. We can double up. You can have my Sam cards, and then
You can save money on characters, yeah.
yeah,
Sam.
right in the middle. Yeah, there you
Die
go.
Laughter Twitter handle on it. Okay.
No, nothing.
No, that's it. It's Sam.
No, if you shine a black light over it, it's got more information. If you piss on it, then shine a black light on it. Yeah.
Oh.
Reveals.
Almost nobody would do that. Probably, if you told them, I bet you somebody would go do it.
Yeah.
And then they would come back and be like, I pissed on this and burned it in the bathroom, and I got kicked out of TwitchCon. They said you're not allowed to do that in here.
A bunch
The
of
worst part
prudes.
is there was no message.
Yeah, there's no. Of course, there's no message. Are you kidding me?
No,
I don't want a paper trail of who did this. Who's the guy that led all these people to piss on business cards in the bathroom?
When you piss and burn it and scratch it and sniff it, it just says General above the sound.
Oh,
God.
it's like drink more Ovaltine.
And
Like,
now
it's
if
the
you
worst,
yeah.
it's the worst
Gotta be
fucking
kidding
thing to ever
me.
be revealed. Yeah.
If you wipe your ass with it, it says 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. Oh, shit. This is
All right. So,
incredible.
anyways, this Wubby character. Oh,
Yeah.
that's his name. I remembered it now. He, yeah. So he basically has his whole audience buying these NASCAR jackets. Your drip, your style, and they're all. And what's weird is I went to Twitter afterwards. Bunch of people posting like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick this one up. Oh, I'm gonna pick this one up."
Oh,
They've got, what, unlimited money, these fans, too? They're a little pricey, I
Fans
thought.
with money.
Oh,
This guy has it
dang.
all. This guy has
well,
I hate this guy.
I don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's so special about him? He's funny.
Yeah.
He does goofy stuff. He doesn't even, like...
How much? What does a NASCAR jacket run for? Like, what's the cost of a?
Yeah, what
If
is
you're
a good
buying one
NASCAR
off of-
jacket?
5,000-6,000. I don't know. It depends. Did Dale Earnhardt or other? Because that's how they're broken up. Okay, Jeff Gordon's going to cost you about $10. But no, I've got a
What
really
about- what about
badass
Danica Patrick?
I've got a leather Jeff Gordon with the flames
He's
up
just
the
gonna
arms.
drive right past that one.
Danica Patrick.
Yeah,
How am I
like
gonna-
I want like a big Danica Patrick one.
Fine,
You think
I
that would
mean,
cost
well,
more or less?
Yeah, how much does that cost?
dude. I don't know. I mean, they're not that expensive on eBay and stuff. I just didn't know.
I bet you
normally
they are
you're
now.
like-
I
Yeah,
bet
they
you they're,
probably-
I
I
bet
bet
you they're
I could
all
probably
snatched up now.
I should
Yeah.
scalp mine. I should sell all 3 of mine out fucking front. Any last minute Wubby fans want this?
Yeah.
That'd actually be me losing so hard, though.
Maybe a
The
little
worst
bit.
part is just like, it just feels personal for some reason, you know? It just feels sinister. Because at first I'm like, oh, Wubby just, Peanut told him to buy this jacket, and then he was like, oh, my fans do it. And then I watched the clip, and it was like,
He said your
yeah,
name, dude.
it was like Poob, Amit, and Devin think they're so cool wearing these jackets to Creator Clash, and they're going to wear them to TwitchCon. Let's fuck up their thing.
Oh
Why?
man, it was an act
Why?
of war.
Yeah, it was a
Back to war.
direct.
It was
And-
that was a direct
attack.
assault at
I
you.
thought
yeah.
about, I thought, okay, what do I do next? Next logical step, I dox his full name.
Yeah.
He has my full ID on person.
Yeah, he would.
He-
die.
he's got a fucking- he's got a
my
checkmate.
address.
It's
he's
like
got-
weapons of mass destruction.
I know, it's
dude.
like assured
It's
destruction,
just-
but his has got even more information on it. His nukes are a little better.
And so then I went to
Yeah, it's
I went to
true.
Twitter, right? Because I was trying to. You told me the predicament, seething the way you like delivered each word between clenched teeth. Yeah.
In spit
tears.
And foam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
And a little
some
bit of tears.
Little
Yeah,
bit
a
of
little
tears.
bit of tears.
A
It was
lot.
definitely
There
wet
was a
marks
lot.
on my cheek. It was raining.
Yeah. And you kept saying, I don't care. As you
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't bother me.
I mean, I
As
could
you
buy any
wiping.
other type of jacket. Yeah, I could wear a fedora. I could do anything.
And so I went to Twitter. I was like, what's the only way out of this? Was to do like scorched earth. Just make it so like nobody can wear one. And so I made a tweet about like something about the Proud Boys are rumored to have, they're going to be showing up to TwitchCon and they're going to be wearing NASCAR jackets and they're going to be
I thought that was really big of you.
berating
Oh, wow.
minorities and women and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what's fucked up? The really fucked up part about that? As soon as I tweeted it, right? Just a little harmless thing like that. Carlos sends me a DM where he has elemented a message from me and then changed it to, I don't know, with his like crazy hacker abilities. He changed my words to say that like as if I was messaging a underage woman asking for feet pics.
What the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I freaked out. I was like, where the fuck did you get that? Jesus Christ. Like,
It's like, how?
I was so concerned. That's why it kept me up at night.
Which one was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me the name. Tell me the source.
What was her name? Which one?
And he's told me he made it up.
Oh.
You should have known he made it. Yeah, okay.
Is what I said. I was a huge, sigh
How'd you
of
get
relief.
this?
Yeah.
How'd you get this?
How'd you get this?
How did you wear?
Oh.
She signed an NDA.
I paid her off, that bitch. That gag order. Oh my
Wow.
god.
Is
Do those
there-
even work? Do those even when people like pay off people to keep their mouth shut? If they go and
Yeah.
blab and it was something illegal
Well, then you have to get your lips cut off, right?
It's
in
illegal,
court, you have to get fucking.
And you owe $1 million or something.
You were right. He's a bad guy, but yeah, cut him off.
Damn.
Is there any place they won't go?
Who?
Wubby's
Wibby?
crew?
Wibby
Yeah.
and his
I don't even want to
people?
call Carlos and Pino by name. What are they? His underlings?
Yeah.
Editors? Stult? Yeah. I mean,
Lowest
like
of the
that.
low, those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're really good behind the camera. Yeah.
You know, they're cool guys at first.
They were.
And then I realized that every little conversation's got little questions. And I was like, oh, these guys are just cool dudes, just talking about the craft. It's not the craft. They're mining for information for their little lord up there.
There's Spider Lord.
Yeah. It's fucked up. As soon as I got these motion track cameras, they're like, oh, what kind of camera is that? What is that? Where'd you get that?
What model number?
Shit.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, no, because next thing I know, Wubby's gonna be up there with the NASCAR jacket, face track cameras, and people are gonna be like, whoa, this guy's a fucking genius. This guy's cameras in a NASCAR thing.
He's gonna be on a talk show set doing
Yeah.
backflips.
Doing
They have
backflips,
done some
yeah.
live action talk show stuff before, but
They have.
Oh,
That shit's
shit.
really cool.
but this is digital talk show. It's actually
Digital
cooler.
live action.
Completely
yeah.
digital. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but we're actually not in the same room with each
Believe
other.
it or
This
not.
is through the magic of the internet.
And with
Special
editing
effects.
magic, you'll green screen out my eyes and put in eyes that always are looking at you or Brian,
Yeah.
right?
Pop in some googly eyes.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true. We should.
Just
Yeah.
get like 5 seconds of me doing this. And then you can just run that clip the whole time I talk.
Yeah.
I want my jaw to be visibly like a
I
puppet.
was
pulling
when
apart.
I told you about that idea for evil Sam called Moss.
Oh
And it
yeah.
would just
The
be
fuck?
like an alter. Like I was gonna have a little fucking thing where I like
He's
switch
the
to a
opposite
different.
of you.
Yeah, it would be like evil Sam.
Well, it would
I
be
like
Sam,
opposite.
but-
It would be
Sam.
opposite
Yeah,
Sam.
Opposite of you, nice Sam.
Yeah.
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 He would talk about nice things and then do evil things.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Because like in my personal life, I actually wouldn't harm a fly.
You were talking about a fly killing shotgun earlier.
Yeah, you literally said you owned a shotgun that is designed for killing flies.
Okay, so the rock salt
Blowing their little
shotgun
heads off.
is meant for like larger than house flies. but I can still
Larger
get
game.
houseflies with it. I'm like a fucking sniper with that thing. Or when my kids are like reaching for food before everybody sat down at the table.
Shoot them.
Dude, that's
No,
the revolver
I pull
one
them
would be
under the
sweet.
table and I shoot them right in the fucking knees.
They fall, yeah. They haven't even formed yet. Like,
Their
kneecaps are just
I know.
jelly. They
You
just
go
fall
straight
over.
to the fucking nerve endings because they have no
The
kneecap.
fucking salt comes out the back of the leg at that point. Yeah. I don't got any bone down
horrible.
there.
Anyways, have you guys, Martin Shkreli?
Oh yeah, holy shit. That's old.
That's a throwback.
Is that a-
Yeah,
is
that's
that
a
a
blast
guy?
from the past. The Martin
That's the
Shkreli
guy.
said
It's sorry, go on.
the pharmaceutical dude.
Yeah, he's always like,
Pharma bro, yeah, is what they call him. And he's like this little Weasley dude, and he bought some company, and then he had like HIV meds or something. He jacked it up like 5,000%.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make insulin $1 billion.
Now.
Yeah,
I'll
which
be a
honestly
billionaire.
I do appreciate people like that because then they expose because what he did wasn't illegal. I think that was the big problem with it was like they had to step in and go like you're banned from working in the pharmaceutical industry because of I guess they called it price gouging or something like that. But he just exposed like what a company's capable of doing.
He's like a whistleblower.
Yeah, he's like someone that spurs change via legislation, which I think you know what, you got to have those people every once in a while. So, anyways, he's banned from working in the pharmaceutical industry. So he then goes to work in like the stock market or something. I forget what the fuck he's doing, but he recently I think a cryptocurrency wallet that people knew was his wallet got completely liquidated. He liquidated like $450,000 worth of Ethereum. And then they asked him about it. And he was like, yeah, I was trying to torrent some pornography and it got stolen from me. And people were like, huh, that doesn't seem like that's very
That doesn't seem
forward.
legitimate. Yeah.
That's very forward. Have you ever heard of Some Ordinary Gamers? You ever heard of that channel? It's that Mudahar guy.
Oh,
If you see him, he's basically like
screenshots.
Indian you. I don't know if he's Indian or not. But he's like Indian Brian. Like he loves to like tinker with shit a little bit, right? And he's
just like got like ADD or something, or he makes like little mechanisms.
No, he does like what are those called? Virtual
He
machines.
like crinkles paper.
Yeah, he crinkles paper into the mic a lot.
yeah.
Maybe like does if he has a pen, he's like
The large
constantly.
dick, probably.
Yeah, tinkerer.
no, none of those things. Yeah.
Huge fucking giant dick.
His house is just empty walls. It looks like the day he moved in.
Hell yeah.
Very similar to somebody else we know.
Sounds like a cool ass room.
That's why you're sitting in a fucking metal folding chair, by the way, is because of.
It doesn't look like metal to me, bro.
No,
what
that's,
does this
that's
look like?
getting edited out.
Pure.
That's getting edited out. You're sitting in a metal folding chair. on
That's
this
pure,
set.
100% authentic
Poob put
fake
some-
leather. That's
Poob
what
put
that
some
is.
fucking effort into his shit. He's got a big, cushy, beautiful yellow leather chair. Yeah, do a little fedora tip. That one's for the ladies.
Yeah, and this one's for your pussies.
Yeah. Then do one for Wubby. Do like an aggressive one.
Fuck. Yeah.
I was gonna say, you do like the all the way across? Yeah.
It's razor sharp. Yeah.
Throw it at him. Anyways, the I forget what the fuck Shkreli did. Oh yeah. So this guy
where is this
Mudahar
going?
from Ordinary Gamers.
Bot porn.
No, he like he
Wow.
he messages them, right? And the Shkreli is very forward with his he's like, here's the torrent, and he just gave it to him, and he fell for the oldest fucking trick in the book. This is how horny this guy was. It was called bigtitsroundasses.exe, and he fucking opened that shit.
I refuse to believe he fell for that.
That
There's
is
no
exactly
way. That's
what
like
it
the
was called.
Limewire
Yeah,
shit.
I know.
Dude.
It's like it seems like it's a complete. Like he just fabricated that and was like, maybe they'll buy. I'm this fucking stupid. I don't know, but. Hey, as a guy that fell for like the I'm downloading, Saving Private Ryan. Oh, look, this one's only like 48 kilobytes on Kazaa.
Yeah,
this is a
quick
slam
download.
dunk. It'll be a quick download. I'll be watching Saving Private Ryan before we know it. I download it. Lo and behold, it's Trojan. It's not even Saving Private Ryan. Don't you hate that? They even have 5 minutes of the movie. The best part. You know, like the first 10 minutes.
Not even a screenshot.
You know, I think like every kid used to just watch like the first 10 minutes of that movie and then rewind.
I would just watch the part over and over where he turns old.
Oh yeah, it looked really good. It was convincing.
Old, yeah.
Nice. Oh wait, hold on. I have a clip.
All right, now let's see our gaming clip segment of the week.
Yes, it is actually a game clips segment. Hold on.
Got to be the hot new Fortnite streamer. Someone's got to bring this game back. I'm the new ninja. Oh. And that's your Fortnite clip of the week.
That's your Fortnite clip.
Were you watching me when I played there?
Yeah, I was watching your sponsored streams.
My sponsored Fortnite stream?
Yeah.
Download Fortnite Dragon Ball Z event now.
I've been wanting to fucking play that shit because I was so uninterested in it, and then all of a sudden, I've never seen a game go from nothing to like the biggest thing, and then fall and then regain.
It's coming back. Honestly, the no build mode's fun. It actually
they
was
cut that
kind of
shit
fun.
out, lowered the skill cap, added some DBZ, added Spider-Man or whatever.
Lowered the skill cap.
Yeah, the building, like that was like the barrier of entry was the building mode.
Yeah, now it's just pure. Are you better or not?
Yeah,
and you can tell by that clip, I'm actually getting a lot of victory royales. Yeah,
it's really sad to see the cat god guy from DBZ die from like a 12-foot fall.
Beerus. His name is Beerus.
Beerus. Yeah, I wish I knew anything about Dragon Ball Z because they gave me all the skins for free. It's like $60 in Dragon Ball Z skins, but I just don't.
Whoa.
I don't know. I'm like Beerus, who's like a cat.
You did your obligations. Now you're done.
Yeah, Vegeta's got like a tight ass and like great fucking bod. Goku, great bod.
Didn't you say you couldn't talk about that or something?
Oh yeah,
are you allowed to talk about that?
I don't know. I mean, what is are they gonna find this Patron
That's
podcast?
True.
No,
no. I can sexualize them now.
This is where we say all the hot takes and the bad shit because
so tell your friends to get the Patreon because this is uncut.
Yeah. Which is why we called out Wubby on this one because he's if we did that on a public episode, he would swamp us, he would destroy us. Do not send this to Wubby, dude. That would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm terrified of him. If we ever box, he's gonna kill me.
No,
I'm scared to meet him. I'm scared to meet him in San Diego. He seems like he's intimidating.
He's the nicest guy. Yeah. He was a nice guy. I'm honestly going to first thing I'm gonna go for the handshake into the grab hand, pull him into a fucking uppercut.
I'm not fucking with that guy. He's got those two Sicario that he has like on either side of him at all times.
Yeah,
I've seen that movie. Those guys are fucking vicious.
Yeah, I've heard they're mentally white. Their words, not mine. I don't know what that means totally.
Mentally white?
Oh, never mind. I'm not terrified of him at all. Never mind.
Oh.
When I saw him coming, I was going to switch to the other side of the walkway as I saw him coming towards me to avoid them. But now that I know they're mentally white, I can rest at ease.
I feel like you have dad strength, though. Shouldn't that make you able to beat a guy that is a reaction streamer? Really?
Not 3 of them, though.
Well, I mean, like if he was sitting on my daughter, then yeah, I'd probably be able to go there and lift him up like a car or something. But no, I don't think. I guess I could channel and like imagine in my head that he was like a child rapist, and like in the corner, sitting on my little stool in the corner of the boxing ring is my daughter, and it's like I have to win or else I'm knocked out and he's alone in the ring with her.
Shit, that's
the one thing nobody wants is for Wubby to be alone in a boxing ring.
Well, it would small child. Well, it'd be in front of 10,000 people or whatever.
That's his element. In front of 10,000 people, he would be his most perverted.
Being awful in front of 10,000 people. That's like, it's his bread and butter.
He's also going to have a home field advantage because of that. Like he being in front of 10,000 people, a crowd. I'm going to have like performance anxiety.
Also, he's like speaks to other streamers and YouTubers, so he's got a lot of people probably having his back there. So you're gonna have to be careful about that. As soon as you hit him with that punch that kills him, we gotta get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be like like Butch from Pulp Fiction
or some shit.
Yeah, we're gonna
Physical
run out of there. I'm gonna jump out a fucking window into the cab, and we're gonna drive out of there. And then we're gonna be on the run. Oh my god! And then he's gonna hunt us down like Ving Rhames hunts down Bruce Willis. But then we'll save him from getting raped by a couple Nazi Confederate guys with a gimp.
And then there'll be like a dance scene and like
you and Brian will do the twist. I feel like Brian's more of an Uma Thurman and you're more of a John Travolta.
Yeah.
Even
you do heroin.
Something like that. I don't know. Wait, what would Wubby's conditions be if he was Ving Rhames?
What do you mean his conditions?
Like after he gets saved, right? And then Bruce Willis goes like, "Are we cool?" And he goes like, "Yeah, but you get the fuck out of town. I don't want to ever see you again." Would Wubby like after I save him from an ass raping, would he say like, "I don't want to ever see you on Twitch again. Like stay off my territory"?
I don't think that'd be too hard
on YouTube
for you.
Anyways.
Yeah, you don't Twitch much.
Yeah. He'd be like,
I'd still
what if he was
already.
like, and also Poob can't be on Twitch anymore. I'd be like,
I'll be all right, whatever.
And you can't do any Fortnite streams. Any sponsored Fortnite streams. Oh, you're gonna have to kill me.
Shit.
I would love to see you in a creator clash. That'd really be something great.
You know what? I've been thinking about doing the like just the training for it, the boxing, just to like do something different.
Well, also you would just be working out.
Yeah, that's it. Well, no, I meant for like the mental aspect. You know?
Yeah.
I want to like for example, when I see people like Carlos and like Peanut,
you want to be confident that you could just destroy him.
I don't want to subconsciously, like my feet just guide me to the other side of the road.
Run away.
Yeah,
you want to be like, I'm going to punch these guys.
I want my fight or flight to go from flight to just immediately fight while their backs are turned. And I think that confidence is only gathered through training.
We need to get Sam Hyde to train you, and then Brian and I can be watching from the other side of the room, silently training with ourselves, getting to the point where maybe one day we could take Peanut, but
you're gonna
Brian and I could maybe, if we work together, take out Peanut. I don't know. He's like 80 pounds of pure muscle. So
how much convincing do you think it would take for me and Wubby to get Wubby to, like, right when the bell rings, we accidentally both sock the referee at the same time? He's like, you're standing there glove to glove, and he's right here. Like, we both go to throw a punch and accidentally. I'm sorry, we're novices. We don't know what we're doing. Like, we both squish his head on either side at the same time.
What if you guys killed the guy, dude?
Pop his head like a giant tick. He's That's when me and Wubby would run out of there, and we would both dive out the window at the same time. We'd be on the lam forever. It would be worth it. I think we should do it.
Get some good bonding.
Yeah. I've been working out a little bit, but just like grip strength. That's the only thing I've been working out.
Why?
Someone
is that
said
thing?
it's a grip strength trainer.
Dude, all my friends in like 8th grade had those. And they're like, yeah, I'm gonna be able to squeeze my dick so hard and stuff. And I don't know why that was such a big thing back then.
I don't know.
Because a lot of kids couldn't even do it, really. Like, it was so, you've got, like, little kid hands.
Yeah. I gave it to Abby, and I did it on the, like, you can screw it down and do the weakest possible grip, and she's still just like, I'm like, have you never opened, like, a jar of fucking marinara sauce or anything? Like, what the hell?
You never given me a squeeze job before? What's going on here?
Yeah, like, what the hell?
Never
Shouldn't be that fucking hard.
Yogurt, dude.
Yeah.
You could grab her whole pussy with your hand now and pull it off.
Yeah.
Fucking roll her like a bowling ball.
Yeah.
God damn.
That's a good just passive strength builder. I should get 2 of those.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping this will be enough workout to actually just win the fight.
I can see it, dude. Yeah,
you're gonna be like one punch.
I've been doing this, and then I've been watching a lot of those.
Look at the veins on his arm, dude. Look at that shit.
I've been doing a lot of Mike Tyson YouTube videos about him in like 1985, and he'd just walk in the ring and just knock off someone's head and walk back out.
This is how big he was at 13, and you just watch those videos, and you're like,
I watched an old training video of him when he was like 15, and he's fighting at the time like a pretty good boxer, like a world class
like
boxer.
220, 5'10" or something. He's like 14.
This guy, he had this guy on the fucking run in Customato. That's his name, Customado's gym. Like he had him just on the fucking run, and the guy's like, "This is a strong boy, Cus." And Mike Tyson's like a teenager, just demolish. He doesn't win the fight, but you can still tell the guy was like, "Holy shit!" Yeah, that guy's a fucking psycho.
He's cool. I mentioned this before. I read his autobiography in high school that he definitely did not write, but
yeah,
good book.
Why do you say that?
Because he uses the word decadent like 100 times. I don't know.
No, he's actually got a pretty good vocabulary, but he didn't spell everything with a lisp.
I think in the book it says like his wife helped him write it.
That guy,
it's her wife's story.
I got my first period. Wait, this part is not. Hold on, it's kind of
since you were in high school, his life's gotten even cooler. Like that guy's had one of the best character arcs I've seen.
He spit out the year and put it back.
Yeah.
Real redemption arc he's been having lately.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I think him and Vander are actually, they're somewhat friends.
Yeah. He's got those. I mean, we've talked about when do we not rehash a topic? But he's got those Mike Bites or whatever, those edibles that are shaped like a little ear.
Oh, he does. That's bad.
That's pretty bad.
We talked about those on here.
No, I swear to God, you did.
I'm not the person that I didn't know. Someone else told me about him. Maybe Bizzle did.
Yeah. Probably one of those. Yeah, Bizzle. What a guy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what we think Bizzle's doing right now in the big city.
He's on a plane.
He's on a plane. Yeah,
he's on a plane.
Flying.
What do you think do you think if 9/11 would have been different if he were on that plane?
Yeah, I feel like he's not the kind of guy that would see. The problem with 9/11 was once they easily got into the captain's room or whatever,
and then locked the door,
and then they just locked the door.
Yeah. What about the guy walking around with the box cutter?
Yeah, they would just kind of like walk up really quick, and then they would just be like, "Let me into the fucking captain's room" or whatever, and then they would lock the door. It was game over.
They didn't have guns?
No, I think they just had box cutters and shit.
Oh.
Yeah. But if the guys stood up like in the movies and they're like, "Everybody stay the fuck down. We're taking over this plane. This is Con Air." I'm sure Bizzle would get up and.
If it was more of a Red Dawn situation, you really.
Yeah.
If they parachuted onto the plane and then jumped through the windows, we're like, "Everybody get on the ground." Yeah, he probably would have.
You know what? The more I think about it, the less confident I am on that. I think he would do a Hail Mary. Bizzle's the kind of guy that would like.
Jump out the window to try to save himself.
No, not save himself. He would do one of those
Gymkata
it wasn't
moves.
Necessary to sacrifice yourself moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's enough room for you on the floating door, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, no,
if everyone cooperates, we're gonna land this plane easily. Bizzle kicks his head off.
We need. Oh my God. He's like, the plane's too heavy, and he just throws himself out the.
This is not a 9/11 type scenario. I just want some money. It's a DB Cooper thing, and Bizzle punches right through him. Oh my God! He's the only guy that knew how to land the plane. Accidentally goes through him and kills the pilot. Yeah. An airplane would be a great space, though, to use some Gymkata moves. I know you guys watched that movie, and there's a lot of real estate. No, but I know I can just tell. There's a lot of real estate for putting your hands on shit and spinning your legs around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should make Gymkata, 2 or 3?
2. I don't think they ever made a second one.
I feel like they could have made a second one off the success.
Well, there was so much sexual tension and so much charisma. Like, have you ever seen two people on screen and you're like, there's magic there?
La La Land, yeah.
Yeah, like there's something are you telling me they didn't catch feelings as that guy told you, your Uber driver or whatever?
Yeah.
You telling me they kissed that much and fucked that much and they didn't catch feelings?
It's impossible. They're not human.
Yeah. And in Gymkata, he's, macking on that Asian lady the whole time. You're telling me there was so much magic there that I was like, this deserves a sequel just to see where that relationship's going.
They should do the sequel with the guy now, like current day and age. Doing flips and shit.
He doesn't have a pommel horse anymore. It's just like
they just for the whole movie tie him up to one of those fucking acrobatic, like the ropes that spin you around,
Oh, yeah.
big presentations, just put a big green screen.
I was just
behind
gonna
him.
say,
They can
just
film the
lay
whole
him
movie.
flat on his
It's
ass
like,
on a lazy Susan, and they just spin him while he's laying flat back, and his legs just kick people. Because that's about the amount of choreography that went into the first one when he was pommel horsing.
Every couple seconds, throwing a
By the way, I made a whole video about that, and I put it on first on YouTube, instantly copyrighted and taken down.
Oof.
They like seized it. And then I tried putting it on Twitter, seized it a second time.
Seize him.
And so I get the feeling that I forget who did it. Who did the seizing? It was like Warner Bros. Or something like that. They
don't want people to see that. Like they made that piece of shit.
Yeah, they made it, and they're so embarrassed by it. It is not available to stream anywhere, and there's no clips of it on YouTube without them being like, camcorder of the TV screen, flipped, bass boosted. Like they do everything to destroy the audio video quality of it, so they can't scan it. And because we were laughing about it, and there were some funny little bits in there that would have made a good little highlight thing. Yeah, it was a good ass movie. And
Gymkata guy in multiverses.
yeah.
That'd be a great
That would be so
Holy
badass
shit.
if they did that.
Redeem themselves fully.
What the fuck happened in that game? There was I saw there was a lot of talk about it, and then all of a sudden, just nothing.
There's
silence.
It's just how it goes these days. I mean, I'm sure when they add if they start really pumping out characters, people will play it again. But
oh yeah, dude,
I don't know. I
now.
just lose interest in games really quickly, so I just played the fuck out of it for a week, and
nothing.
bored.
There's nothing for me except for Hunt Showdown. I have no idea why.
I don't
but
know
that game,
how you play that game so much.
I fucking love it, dude. Me and Bizzle love that shit. It's like the most perfectly balanced version of like a Tarkov-esque game. It lacks the frustration of Tarkov. It's got little traps, got little gizmos, little gadgets.
I do like trolling my teammates. That is fun.
Yeah.
Shooting lanterns and stuff when they're below them is never gets old.
Yeah, it never gets old.
Setting your own teammates on fire, running on
shooting zombies, wanting around, killing dogs. It's really got everything.
And then sometimes you have those matches where it's just like I don't know if it's RNG. I don't know if it's too late in the night, but it's just a struggle to get through the PvE. Like you're like, I don't even know if we're gonna make it out of this one, guys. And you haven't seen a soul. You're just so fucking high, and you're like, these dogs are tearing me apart.
So high.
And right next to it's another dogs. Like set of dogs.
There's dogs and there's fucking hive bee things everywhere. Yeah, that game can be
flaming asshole dude.
Yeah, it can be a goddamn handful if you're not paying attention. But not for masters like us. I'm just saying that happens sometimes when we're off our game. But for the most part, just W after W for us. Oh, let me get some more espresso beans. Oh, yeah, we have a musical guest.
Oh, yeah, Brian. Why don't you play us a little...
Yeah.
Wait,
our musical
I'm
guest.
I'm the other guest, so I
Brian.
shouldn't be announcing anything like that.
Yeah.
Whoa, there's a musical guest? Hold on, let me open up my ears.
Yeah. Here, walk over to the stage while I play your entrance music.
Is enough?
And then walk back to your chair.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to play us a hit off of his new album. Play us a bop.
Okay, I got you a bob right here.
Yeah.
You want to hear a bob? A little ditty?
Really,
Wait.
Brian?
Wait, before you start, for the record, the reason why we're, damn, he's getting ready. He's getting ready to hear this.
I want to hear something swinging.
The reason why Brian's making music, he's the new jam master of the D&D podcast, which is a sister program to this one. And what the hell is that?
Nothing.
Oh, I know what that thing is. Do those work?
Not when there's this much smoke coming off of it, but yeah, it helps.
It helps a little bit.
Little, yeah. I mean, you don't see any smoke come out. You blow smoke into it. It's called smoke, buddy.
What do you like? What is that? Like, what does it do?
You take a hit of a bowl. You blow it into it. It's like for smoking in an apartment or something. Or when you're in the basement and your roommate ain't home.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, Brian's been making music for the D&D podcast, doing a killer job. I think we all have instruments, but he's the one that's been
Oh yeah, we all have instruments. I don't have my guitar worth shit yet.
It's in the wish list. It's in the wish list. Anyways, he wanted to give you a taste.
Could we ask you to, if you didn't buy or want to buy the most expensive guitar, if you could just get like the beginner model and you can get it earlier.
Shut the fuck up and play your song. Yeah, man.
Show us the soundscapes that you've been making.
Yeah, this is gonna be in every single D&D podcast. You're gonna hear bangers like this every time.
Before we start, is this like fight music? Is this like happily walking through a village? Is this like what's the kind of vibe that this song goes for?
This one's kind of like a solemn village, like something tragic just happened. And
maybe Duck got his head stuck in a storm drain.
Yeah.
This is a somber one.
Feel free to landslide for a goblin village.
Yeah, like a giant shit slide or something just wiped out a goblin village, and now it's just one goblin left picking up the pieces, of his life.
Let it rip.
All right, here it goes.
Glad I smoked before this. Oh, fuck.
And you said this is a sorrowful song? This is
very, very sorrowful. This is very sorrowful. This is.
Fuck.
I don't normally do vocals, but this is the sound of marching, of sadness.
These are really good vocals.
And the cries of a mother who's lost their son.
Oh shit. This is like a spoken word thing, like Cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then here's a solo.
I'm just imagining like a child wandering the streets alone without its parents.
My mother's dead.
Surrounded by a crowd.
Yeah. People going left
trying to
and
get
right.
away. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going for.
And everything's in black and white, but she's wearing a red dress, and it's the only thing in color.
And Liam Neeson's so drunk he pissed himself in the corner.
Yeah. That was the song. That was the whole song. We don't need too much. Bizzle said we keep them short.
So that's the qualifications for Jam Master. Okay, I really haven't heard any of the music yet. I'm gonna have to update my speed. I'm getting that guitar. I need to get that as soon as possible. Something's horribly wrong with the melody here. It's not enough screaming. Not enough screaming in the song for the vocals and mother's wails.
You think you should have more screaming? We could do that.
I was thinking about doing like a grindcore song.
I was thinking like,
wailing.
I was gonna work on my what are they called, pig squeals. I was gonna work on Yep. I was gonna work on blast beats. Some really heavy some really heavy chugging.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be fucking great.
I'm gonna teach you a stance for that guitar, okay? And
good luck. Stance I haven't seen for a guitar? Okay. Well, I'll be very curious to see.
What's the fucking name of that band that had that song Stickly? What was the band that had like
Sticks?
Is it the Crab Walk?
Yes. I forget the name of that band. But they have like they get their fucking legs so wide apart, and then they have the guitar basically on the ground, and then they just have like one chord, and they just go dum 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 dum. And I want you to do that full wide stance too. You got to have the sling all the way extended, so that thing's just hanging low.
Oh shit!
Okay, that is badass.
Same hat. Same hat.
Also, well, of course, when I wear this, I'm gonna have a pinstripe underneath it next time. Do you have more about this Jam Master thing, or can I make just a very harsh cut to a different topic?
No, you can do a harsh cut. That was Brian, our musical guest.
Oh, good work, sir. Good work.
I don't have to come back.
So let's talk about our music.
All right.
We turns out, so we started doing the D&D thing. This is Poob.
It's like this.
Yeah, you can say however the fuck you want. I don't care. Poob had the great idea of what if instead of The Walking Dead doing The Talking Dead, we do like a D&D version of that where we just do an entire video where
talk about
we
the
just sit there Yeah, like actively just talk about like character intentions and shit because it's not that deep. Like it's just act like it is that deep and like we're really just into playing our characters. And
Jerry Beetleman was thinking, what could I gain out of this at this particular moment?
Jerry Beetleman got too high and stopped talking halfway through.
It is right there at that moment that the weed that he smoked kicked in, and
this is the worst thing we ever got. This is the access to weed was a horrible idea for me as a person. There was a lot of hate on the subreddit for me showing up completely zonkered the last episode and just being like, what the hell? But if that was just a me, you, and Poob day, I wouldn't have
felt bad at all.
No, I wouldn't have fucking done the episode.
You smoked it.
It was like I was just having a bad fucking day, and then
and you can't cancel on.
I can't. Well, it was a guest, and he was like leaving in 2 days, and then Poob had just gone back 2 days before and everything, so. It was a situation where we just had to do it, and I was just like, fuck.
What are you talking about?
Getting that talking about the Harley episode. Getting that high for that was not a it's not a good
man. I keep thinking, I got like I can just do the right amount, and then I always do it. I always fuck it up. Like right now, I did too much. Can't think straight. I just keep fucking
you fuckers
daydreaming.
I used to get really high.
I forgot what happened.
Talk.
I mean, I did have that one panic attack that one time, but yeah.
You know what's funny is I look back on that, not that bad. You're still there.
Yeah,
you're still emotionally there.
You really didn't seem like you were panicking.
That's me at my worst. I'm a goddamn fine podcaster, but sorry. Okay, story time. Are you guys ready? Are you back from your breaks?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
About the kind of the most. Now I'm pretty high too, and from that bit I did, I just I haven't smoked in so long. Just like 4 puffs of that, I'm like.
Bizzle was talking about it. He's like, it's weird because the pins, the cartridges are more potent. But he's like, for some reason, I feel like you get way higher off of like an actual.
Don't love the
analog.
Analog.
I don't know why.
We discussed that. I found out why. With the
pin, more awesome.
No, the pin, you just pull it up, you take a drag. But there is a sense of urgency to have this thing burning in your hands, literally burning away.
Yeah.
And so I'll take like 5-6 drags on it, and I'll be like, I have never done that with the pin. Just sit there. And
yeah. Well, I saw you in a tent do that once, but
that's vacation.
Like
I said I'll never see
you hyperventilating into a bag.
I'm gonna die by.
I wasn't hyperventilating into it, was I? I might have been.
No. You were like.
I don't know. You were
good. You were good. You were like
hyperventilating.
Oh,
he was pretending to be like a piece of furniture. Like he was just like.
Oh, when I was on my side, I was fine.
Yeah, you weren't even
looking
moving.
over, and you were just wide. I went wide.
No, there was a moment where I was like, I was kind of. This was, by the way, for the listeners. This was in the throes of my first mushroom trip ever, and I sat there and was like, dude, I feel like. Bizzle fucking, by the way, acted like he was going to be a goddamn guide and then didn't tell me any of the side effects. He didn't say shit about what was going to happen.
Like, it's good.
You should have looked that up.
Nothing. Yeah. He was just like, eat this. And I was like, all right, I'll eat it. And then
like 20, he left us, and then like 20 minutes later, he's like, Poob, what should we do? And I'm like, what the fuck, motherfucker?
Started asking me all these like questions and shit, got me panicking. And as if he's a fucking expert too, and he's like, what's like the one thing I can say to like not. He kept like whispering in my ear. He's like, this is actually like, this is starting to become like a safety issue. Like we need to get inside. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, maybe he shouldn't have had some too. Maybe he should have just let us enjoy our moment and not been. I think he was freaking out, and he was projecting it onto me. He's like, you need to calm down. Like you need to.
You were definitely.
You were freaking.
I was a little freaked out.
You were on another planet. Like I don't know if you were freaking out, but you were freaking me out.
I was trying to fight Bizzle. I think if he came in that tent, I was gonna fist fight him. I felt like I was on top of the world.
I don't think that would have gone well.
No, I don't think it would have gone well. He would have just fucking uppercutted me.
Oh man, yeah. We all should have started wrestling.
That shit.
Yeah,
and taking all our clothes off to get all fucking warm.
But I do remember laying on the floor of that tent, and he didn't tell me that there would be like a lag between you moving your hand and then your hand actually fucking moving.
I didn't feel
tripping.
There was like a 500 millisecond lag on shit.
See kind of like a trail
not a fucking troll. I would tell my hand to move. I would go move, and then it wouldn't, and then all of a sudden it would do the movement that I told it. Like there was some serious sludge. There was some sludge in between the mind and the hands.
That is like weird.
And it was like,
that's
why I was like freaking out walking, because it was like I would tell my foot to move and it wouldn't, and then all of a sudden it would. And so it was like, yeah, I felt like I was playing League like with a European guy, and I was like, I gotta time these Ezreal cues like way before people are gonna be there. I gotta lead them.
Could you do like combos, like you buffer it in your head?
No, because I remember he was telling me to take off my shoes, and I was like trying to like tell my fingers. I was like, why didn't you have me do this shit? Like, you should have warned me that I would have to be delacing under like the worst possible conditions.
He told you to get like cozy and shit.
He tried to get you in there, and to be fair,
I thought that meant lay on the moss. I thought that meant like just lay down.
It's not, like that's, you'd be going too far if before you did it. He's like, okay, and one side effect is you're gonna have to take your laces off at some point, and that's gonna suck. Like, there's no good way to warn. No, I'm saying there's no good way to warn you about your laces.
He won't tell you that shit.
You gotta roll with some punches when you're.
He gave you the best warning. He said that get all your shit together because you're not gonna want to do anything.
Yeah.
Well, he did. I thought he meant like you're not gonna want to. Honestly, not that you're not capable of.
You can't.
But when that whole
but those a couple moments, I was pretty horrified just in my bag, like. Hearing both, like Brian just keep ranting about this movie. Sam, I'd look over at you and you're just like, and Bizzle was like, man, like these are stronger than I thought. I was like, if someone's gonna get injured up here, I'm gonna fucking freeze to death or something. Like I had a couple like very uncomfortable, like, oh my god, like it's all a dream, it's all a dream. And the light like when Bizzle and I first had to go into the tent, that was one of the worst trip moments I've ever had in my life. Because he was like, if we stay out here, we'll freeze to death. And I'm like, is that almost better?
That's when he was on his safety binge. Yeah, where he was just like...
Well, but like, I knew we had to go
inside the fucking insane asylum.
Changes of scenery are so big when you're on them. And like, the tent looks so tiny. And when I got in there, that awful blue light was just like swinging around. I was like, ah! And Sam, you were just full on like... like, come in. Like you were in your witch talk.
Yeah.
And it was really,
I haven't been able to replicate that voice, by the way. That's not something I'm
that's a
capable
damn
of.
fucking shame.
You lived another life for a while.
I did.
I'm honestly, in a way, jealous because I've never been that fucked up in my life on anything.
and I even listened to the clip and like I've tried saying it the way I say it in the video, but I go like, we're going back in time. And I'm like,
you can't do it.
Yeah, I'm like, why would I ever say it like that? Oh, but the point is while I was just doing that, like staring, like laying in the thing, like just blasted, I was thinking to myself, I was like, I have to fucking get home to my kids. Like I can't. This can't be the end.
You kept saying that.
I was I can't leave them like alone in this world. Like they're gonna grow up humorless and bitter if with just Abby.
Take care of your wife and your kids.
Oh my god,
dude,
they need some positive influence in their life.
I'll raise Abby.
Okay. Maybe you'll do a better job than me. She's so sour.
Like, am I going home tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are we going home, guys?
Are we going home, man? Yeah.
Are you guys okay? Go see your kids. We're like, what the fuck?
If he had just given me some goddamn like warning, like a little step by step, this is what's gonna happen, I would have.
Next time we'll bring little like mannequins to your kids. So when you start tripping, we'll be like, your kids are right here, Sam. Yeah. They're in the tent.
Yeah.
And they're just not moving or speaking.
Oh my god, they're turned away. You look away for 2 seconds, you come back, I've peeled off bits of my own skin and like wrapped it over there.
That would be a great
You're alive now.
If just like not say anything about that and somehow get like a little kid mannequin and bring it to the next hiking trip, just knowing at one point you're gonna be tripping. So what I was gonna say earlier, this is actually a little serious, so I forgot what I've talked about with since we've had guests and stuff. I haven't talked much about New York, and I'm not going to go into the whole everything. But one of the things that got rehashed because it was with some, it was an intern reunion from the internship. We've talked about it a lot on this podcast. I don't know why. We talk about it all the time. And there was a moment of like some guy mentioned this story. And it came flooding back to me, just the some weird shit that happened that summer. One of which being this really awkward guy he worked on our floor, so we hung out with him a lot. And honestly, like he was a pretty nice guy. Like I enjoyed talking to him, but he was almost like you got a lot of secondhand embarrassment from how awkward he was being around him too much. And people were just kind of rude about it. Like even employees, so they'd be like, well, what are you saying? Like what? Because you mumble really hard and stuff. One day it was like the last week of the internship. We're about to leave. There was a huge controversy about someone in my friend who came on this trip to New York's dorm. Like we were in basically like dorm rooms where we had to share them with other people, but you had your own bedroom. Okay, little like apartments, I guess. Fuck. And they woke up one morning.
They kept you on premises?
No, it was in college housing though. Like off. You had to take a train into the city and stuff. Like I feel like I'm narrowing it down now. I gotta be careful. Yeah. But
you took a plane. They flew you in by Learjet,
by morning,
by Concorde.
Yeah, you had to take a zip line through a jungle. I hope that doesn't narrow it down at all. But they woke up one morning. And no. They came home at like, fuck.
Set.
No.
Oh, commercial break.
Oh, fuck. Oh my God, dude, my greens. This is so fucked.
All right, well, while you're doing that, we're gonna go back in time to a previous thing that we were talking about before you came back. No, okay, it's just a second while you're getting everything set back up.
Joking,
with the whole D&D music thing, we were like, hey, we can just simply get some instruments, start making some music. It'll be easy. I got fucking Fruity Loops, and I got a MIDI keyboard. Brian's done the same. And I feel like all my spare time in the past week has just gone to just learning the UI of FLstudio.
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck is all this shit, dude?
By the way, looks like something an air traffic controlman would be like in command of. There's just so many like buttons and dials and gizmos and shit. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. And I tried learning more. I tried like looking up little videos about like how to navigate the UI. I've broken my FLstudio. I no longer have the piano roll. I don't know where it went. I don't know where. I now have like those, the sliders where like people inside the studio are like, whoa, this sounds good. And so then they just go like, and they push up sliders that do nothing. Like it's just EQ or something. Like I think they set them and then never touch them again. But for movies, they always go like, this one up a little bit. Yeah. That's my entire screen on FLstudio.
Oh. It's just those little fucking dials.
Yeah, it's just those dials and shit. And I have no idea what the hell's going on. I have no idea what I've done. And then I spent 2 nights. You were there for one night, and then the other night was last night because I was just sitting there going like, damn, I really wish I was gonna get on and make music and stuff. Bizzle was gone. He went off on a date. You were watching TV or something like that. So I just sat here by myself listening to music that I wanted to emulate and then trying to copy it. And I sat there for so long, made basically dog shit. It's just like chip tunes without any melody. It's just shit. What you played, what your live shit that you just played was like better than what I've made. And I now have a newfound respect. I used to stomp as a YouTuber. I used to stomp on all those little musicians, Jippy, are you kidding me? I used to look down on him. But now little ditties like this, that would take me months to figure out how the fuck he did that. Years. I don't understand. How can you like come up? I don't have a musical mind. I've realized. I don't understand the science or the art behind making a song. Not even a fucking jingle.
You have a beautiful mind.
What, like that autistic guy from the Russell Crowe movie?
Yeah, you're insane.
Yeah, he doesn't do a good job of portraying a smart person.
He does.
No, he does not.
Gladiator.
Yeah, that guy was a fucking genius. He had like 10 talking lines in that movie.
Well, the wise man speaks, more impactful words or whatever they say.
Less often or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. So
anyways,
bringing in... back to our weird college dorm employment. They get home one night, like midnight or something. There's a foul odor. And they're like, where the fuck could this be? It's in, so your sink in your kitchen, right? The cabinet's above the sink. and around it that are, you put your glasses in there, you put your mugs or whatever. Yeah. There was a pile of shit in one of those.
Like a shit? Like a full
like
shit?
Human shit in there. And they were like, what the fuck? And all the other roommates were together, and they're like, what the hell? And they went up to...
Wait, you guys are sharing rooms, or is this like a common area?
You have like a shared
common ground,
kitchen
right?
with like 3 other guys, but you have your own bedroom.
Okay.
And you have like a little like living room. It's kind of, it's just like mini apartments, kind of like dorm suites or something. And they like confront him, and they're the text.
Oh, so they know who it was.
They narrow it down pretty quickly because the rest of them are together, and one of the roommates wasn't there, and it's this awkward guy. And he showed me the text again from them being like, "Hey man, did you shit in here? Like it stinks so bad." Like, or no, at first the texts are like, "What's that smell?" And then they find it, and they're like, "There's a shit in the cabinet." Like, what the hell? And he replies, like,
wait,
what?
Let me guess. Did he Martin Shkreli it and go like, yeah, I did that? Like, totally unabashed.
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
No, he was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, he was just still super drunk.
Where?
And he apparently, like, climbed up on the counter and shit in one of the, like, sat down in one of the cabinets, because he's, like, a tiny guy, too. Like sat in there and shit in the upper like the most unnatural, like, I'm really drunk, I think I'm in the bathroom. Like, he climbed and like maneuvered around and shit in this, and then said nothing about it the next day. And then like a week after the internship ended, he texted my friend and was like, "Hey, sorry about that whole cabinet thing, LOL." Like, oh, sorry about that. And like employees that work there found out about it afterwards, because we were all like, what the fuck? Like, interns tell an intern, like, that's impossible. And he has to go to work for a whole week with everyone knowing he did this. And he's one of the only guys that we knew that's took the job offer. So he still works there with people that know he's this guy that shit in a drink cabinet.
Hell yeah.
And for like a week, he had to be like, he was not only the awkward intern, he was not only the guy that shit in the cabinet, he was one of the only interns that they sent out a purposely fake phishing email. And if you fell for it, you had to go to special training, like security training. And he was like, damn, did you guys get like the fucking email? Like the company's changing websites or something. And we're like, oh no, dude. Like, did you fall for you seriously clicked on that on your work email? He's like, what? Yeah. Had to take like a fucking 4 courses, like, right before it ended, and then he shit in a fucking drink cabinet.
Jesus Christ. And so of the people that were doing that internship, that's the one that this company was like, this guy's a keeper. Like,
no, like a lot of people got offers. He's just one of the only ones that was like, you know what? I've made a home here.
Yeah.
I love where I shit where I eat.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna work
shit
here forever.
Literally in the place
shit where I drink.
Yeah. Man, I remember having oh god damn it, my mom watches this. I love my mom.
Oh. Do you watch this the Patreon?
Sit with that.
I love my mom. She's great, but
you know what? I was
she's
gonna say,
a fan of the bottle a little bit. And I remember an incident where she walked into my brother's room and sat down on his computer chair and started pissing. And I was like, "Mom, are you peeing?" And she's like, "Get out of my bathroom." And I just closed my brother's bedroom door and walked away. And then she came stumbling out, laid down, and then she goes, "What the fuck?" She realized once she laid down. I was like, "Oh fuck." Yeah. And then she told me never to tell anybody about that.
Oh.
And now,
but now you just told a bunch of people that pay money though for secrets.
Yeah, pay money for secrets.
To be fair, you told me that ages ago.
All
right, so that's one less
classic.
person.
That's a classic
one.
And also, it's like I want to say, oh, your mom's not going to watch the Patreon, but it's like Stult knows anytime I say something, because I know it's the Patreon and I think it'll be harder to get to, he makes it the YouTube clip. Like, without fail, I'm like, okay, so this is Patreon, right? Like, this friend would never pay for the Patreon. Like, this guy's a real dumb piece of shit. And then it's always the, like, Poob hates his friend. This guy fucking name in the title.
Add another to the Poob hit list.
Yeah.
Poob's got beef. This time with doxes their whole name in the thing. It's the first thing that pops up on Google when they Google their own name.
The thumbnails are fucking like
their
actual
face.
home view or whatever.
That clip will be sent to your mom though. I like a week ago, I did my first. God, it's awful. Like just adult. You know, I want to say adult. It makes it feel better than I'm just like deathly ill or incontinent or something. But I just shit my pants the other day watching TV, and it was awful. Like
first time.
That's real adult.
It was because when people are like, like when's the last time you shit your pants? Like,
you popped your shit pants, Jerry.
Like when I was a baby, like a long, like it's been so long, and I thought I had a fart, and within
3 months for me,
within a millisecond, I sharted. And there was a guy mowing our lawn, and my roommate's walking around the house. I grabbed the bottom of my shorts, squeezed them in against my leg, make a vacuum seal, and I waddled to the bathroom and was blown away by what I saw. Anyway, Sam, you were going to say what? 3 months?
I said it's been 3 months since I did it. I was asking Brian, Brian, while Poob's telling your story, hold up a number. When's the last time you?
Last week. What, Brian? What is it?
3 months?
3 days?
3 days?
Hours.
3 hours. 3 hours. I'm sitting in it. I have vivid remembers.
A meeting and I farted and
3 seconds.
I have vivid remembers of. Do you remember the Scholastic Book Fair?
Vivid remembers of Scholastic. That place rocked. Except for I never got enough money to buy cool shit.
Anything cool? They would sell literal toys sometimes. And you're just like,
I'd
what's
buy these little metal knights.
They always moved the bookshelves in the library to make kind of like a pin so the kids couldn't wander out of it, right? And we were in there just like, wow, goosebumps, Arlstein, whoa,
reading rocks.
Yeah, Captain Underpants. Oh my God. And
dude, that
Artemis
was a shit.
Fowl, are you kidding me? That's where I got all my Artemis Fowls. The classic.
Nice, yeah.
Anyways, I vividly remember.
That's a nerd book. That's what the nerds read.
Yeah, I was all over that shit.
Oh, man.
Anyways, I remember in the middle of the Scholastic Book Fair, they always had like a little kiosk that had the little things, little racer tops, bookmarks,
like fucking slap bracelets, rulers,
bracelets that had like literacy is cool or something. Yeah. They wouldn't say that. It would be like, reading's awesome.
If you can read this, you're epic.
Yeah.
They sold those like video game pens. What? You know the ones that like
click down with different colors, or you mean like literally like video?
There's ones that like had a video game on it. Like there was one we had that they would sell. It's like
very familiar. I feel like you're awakening a book fair memory.
It had like a little snowboarding game on it and a little screen and on the pen, and you would just like dodge the shit. It was super like.
Wait, what? You could play a game?
Yeah, you could play a little game on it.
Yeah. Scholastic Book Fair in Canada, like a Wakanda, like what the hell?
Future? Yeah, I don't think that technology exists.
No, we had goddamn
video game
the written word, dude. We just had paper.
That's cool too. We had that too, yeah, but
the fuck are you describing though? I don't understand. It's like really digital.
It was like a PSP, but on the end of a pen.
Is it like those things where you click it and the ring goes in the water and lands on, like it's not, a real game, but it's kind of fun. You know what I'm talking about? You click them and they little rings shoot up.
Okay.
It's just shooting bubbles up to make it move.
Do you remember those McDonald's?
You know how McDonald's made those fucking Sonic toys and shit?
Oh yeah.
It's like that style of game on a pen. It's this. Like here's the little thing in the chat.
It's huge ass. It looks like a goddamn thermometer.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it looks fucking cartoonish, but it had like a.
I don't know
looking
why.
at that,
on the
and
screen,
now
right?
that you say I had that.
You remember that?
Yeah, I did not.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was thinking you meant like PS3 graphics for some reason.
The layout of the buttons.
PS3.
I definitely recognize that. Oh wait. Before we carry on, I do remember going around that kiosk and keeping, like, if someone went near me, I would go on the other side of it. I always kept someone on the other side of the kiosk because I had shit my pants and they were so full of shit that I was afraid it was going to come pouring out my pants leg. And so I was just sitting there like playing that game from like movies where the guy's trying to he's like running around like this way and that way. And it was very obvious. I was just shuffling sideways my legs.
And they were
holding me in the
like,
shit.
wait, even if you're 5 feet away versus 2, I can still smell the shit everywhere.
Well, that's the funny part
You get
because when they had the library doors, you'd walk in and then they had taken all the shelves and made a little corral, a little pen. And it was actually pretty small. At the time, it felt like it was huge because I was a little kid. But looking back on it, it was a pretty small semicircle with a little kiosk in the middle. The second you walked in, you could smell my shitty pants. Like it was, you could probably smell it from the steps outside the library because the shelves and everything just held it in. And all those books, it was stuck in the paper. Like people would open up their books and go like, "Oh, it's that new book smell."
Big shit. Yeah.
It smells like Sam shit his pants again. Yeah, but that's just my fucking alcoholic mom's cooking, of course.
Yeah, raw chicken and beer.
No, she won't watch this. I love her. No, I was talking to her on the phone. She's like, I saw she saw the video where I went like mushroom hunting with those guys.
Oh, okay.
That is an exclusive, isn't it?
And I was like,
or is that public?
I was like, I think that's public, but I think I did talk shit about her in it. And I was like, that's not good. Because she said it like it was a little hook.
Like, I know, bitch.
Yeah. She was like, yeah, I saw a video that you made. I keep up with you, believe it or not. It was like a video where you went mushroom hunting with your friends. And I was like,
yeah, your 2 best friends.
I was like, did you like it? Like she said it like it was like this got you moment. And I'm like, I don't remember half the shit I've ever said in my life.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I just sat there and talked shit about her for 30 minutes. I don't know if it was that episode, where I was just like, fuck her. I remember pissing in my brother's chair and shit. Yeah.
My brother loved that chair. Fuck you, bitch. Yeah. That was his favorite chair.
This one's for you, chair.
I'm still mad at her because my brother, when he graduated high school, he's the firstborn. He got a fucking iPod. He got all sorts of stuff. New boots, iPod, seat covers for his truck.
Goofing with an
New
iPod.
Yeah, he got all sorts of stuff. Just a goddamn dowry, a lump sum of money. He got all sorts of stuff. I got my goddamn GED. Nothing but a slap on the back. Told me to get out of the house.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, you know what I got when I graduated? A fucking eviction notice.
Yeah, basically.
Ain't that the truth, brother? Goddamn. Yeah. Yeah, I hold a jealousy with my brother for his graduation because at the time my aunt worked for like a hotel. I can't remember, some goddamn hotel. Yeah, but she does like training hotel managers to be I don't know, shit like that. And her boss was like, "I'll take you on vacation. I'm going to New York City, and you get like +2." And she took my mom and my brother right when he was like graduating, and they just apparently had this like epic, awesome adventure in New York City. But I was too young to go, and like my aunt's boss is just fucking insanely loaded and just like paid for everything, and it was like super fancy. And my mom's like, "Yeah, when you graduate, I'll take you." Not a goddamn peep. I'd always bring it up every once in a while, like, "So we're going to New York? Oh, so maybe when I graduate college, we'll do that trip." Nothing. Nah,
I don't get it, dude.
Myself.
I don't get it, man. Like my mom, she would bring my brother on vacations, and she talks about how great it was. Oh, it's so great. And then like I actually hear about it. Like she'll bitch about it as soon as she gets home. And there's always at least like 2 days in a vacation where my brother's just like fighting with her. And I'm like, I'm like, if there's a vacation, if you get into any sort of words, any sort of like argument, it sours the whole thing. And I'm like, I don't think I've ever been in an argument on a vacation. Not once. And
yeah.
I don't think I'm like someone that fights people a lot verbally. And we get into it for some reason. You're the only person I ever have like
verbally assaults them.
Yeah, I don't. We get in arguments a lot.
You guys got like a Walton Jesse thing going.
I don't know what it is, but he's like he's like your son. I haven't yelled at you, Brian. Like we haven't fought since like Xbox days, and it was probably over like.
Well, Brian would have to stand up for his thoughts to get in an argument with you. I say how it is. I'm for freedom. I speak the truth.
Freedom. Yeah.
You hate me for it.
Is that what it is?
No. No, I don't know. We both are just strong. You know, we've got strong opinions. Sometimes that leads to some clashing heads,
knocking of heads.
I've heard some of these arguments. They're not even strong opinions. It's more of just like you guys just yelling at each other. Honestly, it was just you guys just get mad. Like it's not even what you guys say. It's how you guys say it to each other that pisses each other off. It's fucking hilarious, honestly, to be a fly on the wall.
I've been told I have great social tact, and I will not take this slander. It has to be Poob is the aggressor. There's no way.
Yeah.
I don't
know.
Nothing out of my mouth has ever been misinterpreted.
I don't know if I've ever gotten in a verbal argument in real life with any of my friends. Like these Discord calls, but
it gets heated. Yeah,
I don't know. Something's up with me.
It's because it's the emotions, dude. There's so much emotion into this podcast. We love it so much.
Well, yeah, we put our heart and soul into pride. It's like Garfunkel and Simon or whatever. Like,
yeah,
it's just like when you're building something to that scale. I bet even the Winklevoss twins argued when they made Facebook.
Did you watch like that fucking Facebook movie or something?
Social Network? No, not recently.
Yeah, like,
when they didn't. They got it stolen from them. That's their whole thing.
That's
okay, but no, I should watch that movie again. It's a good ass movie.
Didn't both
I've only seen it when
the people that did The Matrix, didn't they both transition to female?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think
did they make that movie too or something?
No, that was just saying those are the people that made The Matrix, and I was like, do you think they both agreed at the same time, or do you think one started to?
Oh, twins are like
do you think one started to transition, the other one's like, I guess I have to we can't separate identities now. Like we're fucking identical twins or whatever.
I've talked about those twins at my school before that. Fucking married at the same time, had kids, 2 sets of kids.
Twins are freaks.
The same time they wore the same clothes, got the same engagement rings.
I just want to say before everybody misinterprets what I said. I said the Wachowskis are freaks because they're identical twins, not because they transitioned.
Twins are freaks is what you said. I don't think there was going to be any confusion until you clarified that.
I didn't even think anything else. I thought
I don't think that.
No, there was going to be a cut there where someone was going to go like, Wachowski, didn't they both transition? And then they're freaks. Yeah, is what they're.
I'm sure they can't. You
really made it easy for them.
You really. Here's the most ideal thing
they're freakishly.
Oh, okay.
I aspire to be them someday.
Matrix 1 era. Oh God, yeah. But I haven't even seen the new one.
I'm braver than you. I'm gonna say post transitioning Matrix reboot. I want to be the Wachowskis post 2018 or whenever they transitioned 2019.
Was it that early?
I don't know. I have no idea when the fuck it was.
Wow, you really know a lot about the Wachowskis.
You do know.
Where did this come from? This came from me saying Winklevoss. You're like,
I don't know. I was thinking like people that make movies that are twins. I think that's so weird to me that people have like creative partnerships for that long.
I kind of wish I had a twin. I feel like that'd be sweet. It's like having a friend.
If I ever had to do anything with my brother professionally.
But he's not your twin. He's your older brother. That's
I guess that's
imagine if you had an identical twin, okay?
He had the same thoughts you had.
Yeah, I feel like it could be badass.
You could feel like having
a clone. I could send him off to do tasks. Oh,
yeah, we'd fuck.
I would definitely... We would maintain the exact same look if we, kind of like Prestige. One of us gets like a finger cut off, other one finger cut off, shit like that. And we definitely know how to pleasure each other better than any other person could. For us.
You guys have the same G spot.
We have the same genes. Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Sam and Sam are going to go down. So we're going to go play games or whatever. Sam and Sam. I don't know. They'd name them
Sam and Mass.
Yeah,
the evil one and the nice one are going to go 69 like a yin yang.
Yep. Yeah, don't wait up, bitch.
It's called twin pose.
Yep.
If twins aren't supposed to 69, why is yin yang like that? Okay, it's just like how shit works. Like. You would know everything.
You think it's sexual and creepy, but it's a soothing thing. And instead of sucking on our thumbs, we just go to bed every night.
Sleep. Yeah,
69.
Yeah, it's like a big pacifier.
Yeah.
For my twin, it'd be a lot, but it'd be like a really, really big pacifier.
Not for me.
Yeah. You and your twin have perfect pacifier shape. with the
super fat
the-
face,
yeah,
and
the
then
fat
like a
face
tiny
around
little,
it
A little
protruding.
bulb on the end.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy
I was
gives a
thinking
nice
about
idea.
that, like with the twin. If one of you like
All right.
lands a good job,
We're talking
Is he a-
identical twins too, right?
yeah.
Not
Like, do you
okay.
do you let the other one fall into destitute, or do you think you?
That's just more of a like, what's your relationship with your twin like? Because
Well, that would be funny to like just go to Thanksgiving and you're identical, but one's like the rich version, and then there's the hobo.
spare
Yeah, there's a
change,
broke
spare
ass one, yeah.
change, and the other one's got a
Yeah.
monocle.
Yeah.
He's covered in dirt and shit, and it's like he's got holes in
Yeah.
the corners of his shirt and everything. And then the rich one comes in 3-piece suit, and the mom has to act like she loves both of them equally.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Hose
he's
off
been-
your brother before he comes in. Can we have a change of clothes here? Psalm brought in actually nice clothes for you to wear. That's what he wears every Thanksgiving. You see each other again. You give him some. The rich one gives the poor one some clothes, and he wears them all year round.
Hey, son.
Worn out.
And then his fucking his elbows have holes in them and shit. His pants are all tattered and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah, I want an
awesome.
identical twin now for sure, because I
Just
already
yeah,
have
yeah.
like a house and stuff, so he's at a disadvantage
you
for sure.
already have a brother like that, so it'd be even better if you had one.
Well, he's not identical.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Identical would be even better.
If he was
It would be.
identical, it would be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just be like, I'm evicting you. Sorry. Just get out of here.
Yeah, now that my brother's living at my house, that would be horrific if I have to evict him. That would be so fucking horrible. You know what my dad told me? My dad told me he's like, hey, that's a really nice thing you did, and I am proud of you. But this is gonna end in tears. You realize that, right? And I was like, you're probably right. You're like you're probably right.
Oh,
Because like if you have
no.
a place to live, you know, like eventually I wanna fucking sell the place.
for you know, like for Fables budget for
D&D.
yeah,
budget,
really setting
you
up
know,
our
buy some
setups. Setting up our
Warhammer
setups.
No,
What the
that's
fuck's wrong with me?
Paying fucking debt off. Like I didn't.
No, like die of laughter, like Bizzle, like every cent goes back. You want to die of laughter,
Yeah,
like
that's what he
dungeon in your
wants.
basement, like
No, I Donald Trump this shit, dude. I just
Get a
I
warehouse.
am leveraged to the tits in debt. Like there's no more.
Oh.
They were like, you have to pay off Abby's car right now in order to for us to even remain on the phone with you because you have so much debt you're under.
what the fuck are you
Jeez
doing with the
Louise.
patrons' money? How are you buying like
It's
mansions
just
It
and
went into
like
the
a
fucking
debt,
house.
dude.
It went into the
Yeah,
house.
dude.
It went into the house. My
Yeah.
brother
buying
squatted
videos
in.
of old men shitting in
what
his
it was.
hand and
I
rubbing in his
thought I'd be a
face. You
smart
know?
guy. I was like, I'll pay off my house. I'll put it all into this mortgage, and then I moved out, got this place for the extra
Abby,
office space.
Abby, I
now I
know-
can't sell it. It's all the
Abby, I know
patrons'
we're
money.
missing a car
every bit
payment,
of the
but I had to
patron
buy
dollar
this porn video.
has been funneled into that
You
one
hear that,
residence.
patrons?
Yeah.
We're getting fucked here, okay? And you say I would make
You're fucked
poor
up, dude.
financial decisions with
It's
more
accruing
money.
in value every
And you're
year.
in a
It's
mega
in
debt.
in this housing market. Are you kidding
Not
me?
with your brother stinking it up. No,
no,
way.
not.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. It's going to be a
He's
gut
tearing
job
it
by
down.
the time he's done with it. But.
He already shat a fucking hole into the toilet or something, killed the whole sewage line. Dude, what else?
I forgot
he's gonna
about
come
that.
in
Yeah, he
so
was,
much damage.
Dude, we moved out. He moved in 1 week later. He calls me and goes like, dude, like there's just shit pouring out of the bathtub and onto the floor. And I was like,
He
what
fucking-
the hell did you do? And this is the guy that he moved into. I know I've told this story before, but to preface this, to set the stage of who my brother is, as soon as he hit 18, he moved out. And he went into, he moved out and then fucked up a house and then moved back in with my mom for like 2 seconds, moved out again and fucked up another house. And so he's got a history of this. This
He's
is
a tornado.
This is a recurring theme here. And every time my mom, like in the beginning, she would buy him like plates and towels and stuff and send him off with a whole house full of stuff. And he would be so proud that he came back home with just a Foot Locker with like 2 pairs of jeans and some fucking socks in it. He was like, look, all my shit fits in a Foot Locker. I'm like a rail bum, like a railroad bum. And my mom's like, that's not something to be proud of. Like, where did all this shit go? Like, where? She didn't have to buy me nothing, by the way.
Yeah.
But anyways, my brother gets an apartment where it's one of those like communal kitchen areas and then 5 rooms that connect to it. and he was in the apartment alone. He had no roommates, and so the people in the office, they had locked each of the other rooms. My brother lockpicked his way into each bedroom, which had its own bathroom, just because he clogged up his toilet, and then he was like, I need to move on to another toilet, let that one marinate and break down. And so he would lockpick his way into the next room. He clogged that toilet. He leaves, lockpicks the next room, clogs that toilet.
He's a fucking villain, dude.
Yeah, he's like, he needs to have those goddamn European toilets with the hole like this big.
Yeah.
Like a giant hole that he can just shit down into.
Or like the fucking airplane ones that are just super suction.
Is it the shit, or does he use like a roll of toilet paper every time he fucking shits? Like,
this guy has...
What is his
He
diet?
has the widest asshole diameter for a straight guy I've ever seen in my life.
He's shitting out fucking
what have you
Step
seen his
4
asshole
decans,
diameter?
dude.
I haven't
How
seen
big?
it. I've seen the shit.
You said it's the biggest hole. You said it's the widest asshole I've ever seen.
I'm assuming.
It's like when you see like Bigfoot tracks, right?
Like that's the biggest foot I've ever seen. I'm looking at the footprint. I'm looking at this shit sticking out of the toilet like a Yule log, and I go like, dude, I see the diameter.
It's like a fucking pool
How
noodle.
the fuck? It is like that big around. I'm like, how do you pass that?
He's fucking eating like goddamn
dude. The guy eats
everything you can eat.
He's just like red meat, taters, cheese. That's it. Like he is very much like just a regular, like construction worker diet guy. You know.
Yeah. Got those fat ass fucking worker hands.
Yeah. So then he's in my house. He moves in, and I'm like, "Hey, take care of the place because I have all my money tied up in it." Yeah. He calls me a week later. He's like, "Dude, there's fucking shit pouring out of the tub on the floor." And he gets the plumber out there, and they're like, "Holy fuck!" Like, why's your asshole making cement? Like ass cement.
These little families like having fucking minions in your house or something, or like Raymond Rabbids. Like they're just like little agents of chaos, dude. The little shits they're taking. God damn.
And his kids are gonna be the same way because like, when you have a kid, they bring them in there, and like when you go to a doctor's appointment for you, they ask you things about your health, things about your history. What are you experiencing? They run like little like tests on you with like your, all sorts of stuff. They finger your ass a little bit. They do stuff like that. Normal shit. Yeah. I say, don't pussy out. Don't use that one.
Yeah.
Going with the thumb.
Yeah. And of course I want you to kiss my
strongest muscles, the tongue.
Yeah.
Tongue.
Call the nurses in here to hold me down. 'Cause I buck. All right. Anyway, so that's like a normal adult shit. But when you have a baby, they like lay them out like it's a product, like a fish at a market, and they start pulling out the tape measure and they like measure their fucking head, and like they do like phrenology and shit where they like measure their cranium and they're like, oh, he's Eastern European. And I'm like, they do all sorts. IQ is probably about 85.
Actually better than expected with the dad this kid's got. Yeah.
Well, they when you bring a kid to a doctor as a baby, they give you these values. They really quantify the child and what it's capable of.
I'll give you 200 for it.
No, they say they're within the
the 95th percentile, shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So my kid is like by height 50 percentile. That means the most average of heights, and then weight 70th percentile, which means she's heavier than 70% of the other children that come in there on a national average. My brother's kids have always been in the 90s and like the high 90s. Those kids came out for weight and height. These kids are monsters. His kid is 3 years old, already taller than my 4-year-old, and just like the weight percentile on the youngest one he had is insane. Like they're like it's like 99.9% like percentile for weight. They're like, we haven't had a fucking kid this heavy at this age ever. Like this is like a freak.
Fat as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Or
Andre
the Giant.
Yeah. They're like
they're not fat.
No, they're just
huge. Do they look fat though without your uncle bias? Do they just look like fat little kids, or do they look like just big?
They look jacked.
They're gonna be. They will be. Like No, they're like a kid, a 3-year-old doesn't get fat. That's not something that happens.
I've seen some fat little American fucking kids.
This kid's
like football game. Hey, daddy, go. Yeah, and they're like little fucking balloons. I've seen a fat kid before. I've got fat cousins that are like, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I thought they could only eat like peas at this age. How are they getting so fucking fat?
They're doing something wrong.
They just give them Coca-Cola and shit. That's
You know what's frustrating about kids though is like they stop eating the second they need to eat. They sit there and they will throw away plates of food, and then they start walking and burning it off, and they're like, I don't eat anymore. That's not something I do. And so then you end up having to it's like a game. Like you put something in front of them, you go like, that's it for dinner. That's it. That's what you're getting. And they look at it and go like, I'm not eating that. And you wait and you're like, that's all you're getting. You're not getting nothing else. All right, you have to eat that. 7:30 rolls around and you're like, dude, you have to eat something. Like, I am responsible for your life. Like anything. I'm a peach, some applesauce, a candy bar, like anything. Like you plead with them to just put something that has nutrition in their mouth. And so like I'm fighting my kids to eat something. Like I'm like, blackberries? Like we buy a whole cornucopia full of different fruits and stuff just so they have something to eat. Because they're like, one day there's like, I only like raspberries today. Raspberries are my favorite because I can put them on my fingers. And then the next day it's fucking blueberries. And they won't eat raspberries for a week and a half. So
sounds like a fucking
I would love to have an obese child like that. Like how the fuck are you getting
just like a little garbage like compactor or whatever?
I have a little like, I forgot how fat this guy. It's like when you see those cats where you're like, Jesus Christ, like. How are they doing this? I feel awful for the cat. I feel so bad for this little fat boy because he's just like a goddamn watermelon. And he's
how old is he?
Like he's like 4 or 5, and he's got like you know, when you're a little. I was a little fat kid.
Wrist fat.
I was a cute fat kid. This kid's got like 8 rubber bands around his arm permanently, and it's just like, I want T-burger. It's a little fat, little redneck. I actually hate that kid, but don't make this the clip, okay? I don't want my aunt to ever see that, but fat little dumb brat, and he's gonna be a fat adult. Actually, one day maybe I'll get along with him. People have accused me before of being fat phobic. That's not what this is. He's too young to be that fat. If he were an adult, I'd be fine with it. But
I don't have a problem with fat phobia. That seems justified.
Yeah. No. I just my apparently Twitch might be cracking down.
Your Uncle Tom.
Are they are am I an Uncle Tom?
Wait, is that really a thing?
Is Twitch cracking down on fatties?
No, I've just had a lot of people accuse me of being, you know, very fat intolerant, but that's just not true.
It's probably because you say absurd shit.
Well, yeah, it's just absurd. It's just like they're an easy target because how big they are. So it's just, you know,
and you're more tolerant of them if they're nowhere around you and if they didn't exist.
Yeah. Well, it's like there's none in my house, so I feel safe to talk shit about them. You know, none in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
So
we ran them all out.
Yeah,
you walked them all. Rolled them out.
The firefighters.
We scootered them all out in those little fucking electric scooters.
Oh, that would not work.
Yeah, we rascaled them out of the neighborhood.
Golf carts. Fucking drag them by a lasso. Goddamn XL lasso. Whoa. This didn't start with me just hating fat people. Like, you're talking about your fat little kid nephew or whatever.
No, you were talking.
My fat cousin. Yeah.
You just went on a tirade about.
Sorry. I get worked up when I started thinking about fat people. Yeah, my bad.
You just see red.
Calling Sam and Uncle Tom. Sam, you're not a fat person anymore.
He's lost all his weight.
You're officially just like not fat, and it's kind of annoying because I used to be like one of the only, like. Oh, yeah, well, you're fat. Yeah, and it's just like...
Your words have no power
You're about to be in better shape than me, so it's just like, fuck.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You know, I still have a hernia.
You look good. Oh, yeah. I'm saying, you look delectable.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I actually...
What the hell does it look like? Does it look weird on your tummy, or can you just not see it? Like, nobody notices. Is it just like a little thing popping out?
No, my belly buttons. It just hurts if I poke it, and I'm
what?
Yeah, it's not like weirdly shaped or anything, but I feel like if I go to do something physical, Oh my god! What if me and Wubby do
Like
fight? If I go to throw a punch
He
and
hits you in
just
the belly
instantly
button.
get a hernia, and you see it poke out my belly, and I'm like, ah! Just I go.
Yeah.
He doesn't even swing once. I throw a punch, fall on the floor, screaming in agony.
God damn, that'd be great.
Call the fight.
Call the army. Somebody call the army.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, what are you worried about your belly button untying and all your guts spilling out?
Yeah.
Do you ever hurt? You know, that's where when they cut your umbilical cord, they tie you up, and I've
Yeah,
always
that
had
comes-
I've had a great fear of it becoming untied when I play around my belly button, and then all my shit spills out like a matrix sack.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that. So I wouldn't mess with it. Is all I'm saying. I'd be really careful around that. Belly button is like off limits to me. Don't touch mine. Don't bring scissors near it. You know, I just don't want to get cut open.
Scissors specifically.
Yeah. Well, it's a little tie on there. So.
When was the? I guess
If you're
I
an
can't-
Audi, you're even more susceptible. I'm just saying, don't be an Audi
That's
because
an
then
alien,
a
dude.
little kid could grab it and undo the knot, and you're
that's
you're
it,
just
you're
opened
dead.
up.
I don't know if you have this problem, Brian, but does Nyx have like a thing with like digging in your belly button? Is that just like?
No. No, that's
God,
that
Abby's
an Abby
like finds a
thing.
little bug.
Yeah, yeah. She's like one of those like chimpanzees that like gets bugs out of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of
No,
those
like
latte-
Abby
What the
got a
fuck?
fucking like dermatology kit, and like if there is a single blemish on me, a pimple or anything, I get strapped down into like that horrible
That's
Clockwork
nice,
Orange
though.
chair.
That's nice because if
It's
you had to
not
look out
nice,
for
it's
yourself,
horrific.
though, you'd have a lot worse skin if it was just you, though. You know.
Dude, she
true.
doesn't do it like she didn't take the Hippocratic Oath. She's brutal.
Oh, she's ripping skin
she-
off.
It's like a
She doesn't
torture.
care
Yeah.
that
I feel like I'm being
Sam's
abducted
just
by
fucking
aliens.
trying to tap out.
Yeah.
And she just keeps going.
That sounds like a her problem then.
Yeah, it's not nice, but I
And
get
she
that
plays
fear
with your
of,
belly button.
Yeah, it pokes way too hard
That's
down
fucked
deep
up.
into it.
Yeah, like, what's
I'm
the
like, you do
point?
realize that
Why?
I giggled my way into an injury down there, and it doesn't feel good when you cram your fingers that far in.
She's
Like,
"Do you think
it's
you
not
can
my
fit
asshole.
too?"
Yeah, you don't have to go like knuckles down in there.
Full.
Which she doesn't
With her
listen.
long ass acrylics wrapping around your belly button. Oh god.
That's why I do this job, dude. I had to switch
Yeah,
careers.
Goddamn nails cost so much.
The nail bill in this house is ridiculous.
Yeah. All three
Oh,
girls.
fuck.
Yeah, got it, but that's great. And makeup bill.
Botox injections for my kids. It's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Ridiculous.
Set 'em apart
Yeah.
from your
Implants for my
cousins.
kids.
God. Implants,
Brazilian
yeah,
butt
they get-
lift for my 2-year-old.
What the fuck?
We haven't done
It's
it. We haven't
costly
done it yet.
over
We
there.
have,
That's why he's in debt. That's why you're in debt.
all this plastic surgery.
You got your 2-year-old a BBL.
Bro,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
We should get
That's why we
BBL.
can't afford a
God.
real musician. It's because we can't have a band. We can't have a live band because you're getting BBLs for kids. Will us get BBL and perms before TwitchCon? That could be our new thing.
Oh, I wouldn't have cut my hair if I knew
Oh,
we were getting
God.
perms.
You could still get a micro perm.
Yeah, I get like just like one flip, one
That'd
little,
probably look awesome.
one curl, like a tube.
Yeah. Let's get really
That's like
big.
Jimmy Neutron
yeah.
hairs. Like,
Let's get really big perms and butt lifts and grills
God, that's a combo. I was thinking like
That'd be sweet.
dress
Shit.
like
and fedoras.
I was gonna say dress like we are attempting to be. Well, I guess it wouldn't work for you, but me and Brian are not what you would consider trendy people.
yeah.
And so I thought it would be funny if we did like just dress like I was 10 years younger than I
Like
am.
streetwear.
Yeah, streetwear. I wanted the Zoomer Perm, and I just wanted to like pick up all their vocabulary.
That,
all right.
That's
Dude,
bussin'.
Try
That'd
a
be pretty
sentence out.
awful.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
I'd be
pretty
like,
good.
hey,
pretty-
Wobby.
I'm thinking maybe it's just I'm feeling this hat, and I remembered that I had that trench coat upstairs. But I'm thinking maybe 50s noir detective look.
You should go
We
with that
all-
look, and then
All
get
You look
down,
like
and we were
fucking-
smoking cigarettes the whole time. We're in a dark alley with our lighter. You know, I can bring this thing. You know, it could just really be.
You should get those gay loafers that Michael Jackson wore, and then those like white socks and the those like clam digger pants, whatever those slacks were that were like way too short on his legs. You know what I'm talking about? That would be.
I don't know what you're talking about when you say gay shoes and dumb shoes. I don't know what that means. So no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, take one look at Michael Jackson and go like dressed like him from the waist down. That would go good with that outfit you're in.
That would go good with that, and maybe some suspenders under my jacket.
Looks like a Jimi Hendrix type right now.
Yeah,
like jacket.
Well, I wouldn't have the camel hair at TwitchCon. I could have more of a one where it's like this guy be in the rain at night. And I'd have a newspaper I hold above my head. We could all do that, though. We could all walk in there.
No, you do that, and I'll do the Zoomer Perm thing. And then Brian...
So the theme is nothing.
No, there is no theme. We're just the most mixed match group of people ever.
That'd be good. And Brian's an astronaut.
Yes, you get a full... astronaut. The
like
burden of that costume falls on you. Like, you have to pay for that. I will pay for my $60 Zoomer Perm.
I'll just get a goldfish bowl
for mine.
Yeah. Yeah, Poob, you go buy your pack of cigs.
The whole time I'm just like, God damn, these are good. Like, holy shit.
Do you have like a suit on and then you're in your underwear?
Oh, shit.
Damn.
I can see like bare leg, bro. Yeah, you bare ass leg.
Yeah, I also tied my tie way too short and I was going to keep my jacket closed so you couldn't see it, but...
Wow, that's like comically short.
Exposed.
It is really short.
How the hell?
His little nutsack was hanging out. You see it?
No, the problem was, I knew that you had one that's like 3/4 longer than the other, and I thought it was you had. I did the short end 3/4 longer than the big end. Classic rookie mistake. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that's the sure sign of it.
That is comically, dude. What the? I never even really focused on it. Now that's all I can stare at.
If I button
it, need to tuck in the long one and let us see it with just the short one.
Am I blurred? Yeah. Is it blurry?
You're censored for being too sexy.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, focus.
Oh, there you go.
I see it. Can I see? Yeah, go out a little more and let's see the tuck in.
What? Yeah.
Like, like take off, like just do this, like expose your chest. Okay, I was going to say now tuck the little one in between the button slots.
Oh.
Like high up, that way.
Yeah, like I'm about to get into a fight or eat a bunch of lobster. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll see just the little one and I'll get a better look at its length.
There you go.
Yeah, that looks awesome. That's a talk show host right there.
Yeah, it's a good look.
That's like a suit for an 8-year-old, dude. That's a good.
This is my wedding suit. I don't have any other dress clothes.
What's the same tie? Same exact tie.
Fat little nephew's suit, bro. From his
no, this is mine.
His fourth
Ty gave it away. It's
fourth birthday. Yeah, he wore that fucking suit.
Yeah, he filled it up nicely.
Yeah. It's actually a little fucking big on me. Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah,
a little room to work here.
That would be awesome to share wardrobes with my nephew when he gets older. Very quickly, I'll be like, he's gonna get so fucking big. I'll be able to share wardrobes with like an 11-year-old.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Another T-Rex shirt. Awesome.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm in the kids department buying clothes for my kids. I go like, why can't they make this an adult?
Star Wars.
Yeah. No, there's just like badass shirts that are because like kids
what?
Stuff. It's so vague that and like they don't want to do like licensed stuff a lot of the time because that costs money. And so it'll just be like a shirt that's just has a ninja on the front. And it'll just say ninja. And it'll have like throwing stars and that's it. Or it'll just be like dino and it'll have like a picture of a dinosaur.
Big dinosaur or a T-Rex.
I paused my game to be here.
Oh yeah. There is a lot of
those
to-do list. Not my homework.
Yeah, there is a lot of that too. But also there's just like spaceship t-shirts that aren't NASA related. They're just like space.
Rocket.
Yeah, rocket.
Yeah.
Rocket ship. Whoa.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they used to sell packs of kid clothes like with an MP3 player, like with a little skateboard, with a bonus? Like they'd sell them with toys in like Target or Walmart, and like it'd be like you can buy just a shirt with a car on it, but it comes with a little CD player.
I think
like,
I know you're
like
talking
that
about.
pin
Yeah,
you're talking about. Like it'd come with shit like that, and be like, And I always say, oh, Mom, like that shirt's pretty, like that's a pretty good one. Like look at that. And I think a couple times I got
you, dude.
You're fucking cool though. Like I saw one on Twitter the other day where it had like a penny board with it, like a little tiny one, and it's just like badass. It was, I wish that would come back, but
I remember
not in this economy.
It's like kid bribing.
I don't know if malls are still a thing with you guys, but I remember my mom would like park.
What do you mean?
All the malls have like closed down in my town. Like they're gone.
Oh, there's still malls around here, but I don't go to them really.
And they're not closed down. They're just like under construction, which means we kind of like all the leases are ended and we can't get anybody to open up leases. So they're like, guess we're going to do construction. I don't know. But I vividly remember my mom parking outside like Macy's, and we would have to walk through Macy's.
Yep.
To get to the other stores. And my mom would be like, don't even look. We're not shopping here. And then we'd have to walk to Old Navy, and I'd have to buy the dog shit at Old Navy. I had to shop there every goddamn school year. And they had the worst stuff. I'd be like, Mom, what if we go to like Dillard's or something? Like, nope, we're going to Old Navy. You're getting shirts with fucking stupid ass like American flags on them. And like,
that's, I had to go to used like Kid Paradise used clothes store.
Hell yeah.
Get these fucking clothes that reeked. And maybe, I didn't have the luxury of an Old Navy, so so you count your blessings. Because
the problem with shopping at Old Navy is the first day of school, you had the same clothes on as everybody else.
Yeah,
it was like a fucking uniform.
I used to really like Gap when I was a kid. I think I've said this before on here. I had a Gap backpack, Gap sweatshirt I loved. And then when the Gay and Proud shit came out, you're just a dumb little
they fucking destroyed you.
In a little redneck school, it's like, I'm about to be a dead man if I keep wearing this backpack. Mama, I don't want it. I don't want it no more. She's like, what the hell? Like, you're gonna, goddamn keep using it. And I had to bring this gay backpack to school. God, it really made an anger in me when I was a child.
I'm not proud of it, guys. I'm not. I swear I'm just gay. I am not proud. I'm gay by force. My mom forced me to be gay.
He's
not proud.
He scratched off the A and the P off everything. He's just gay, man. Please.
Gay guy with mom problems. How novel. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, anyways, that's the end.
Yeah, fuck it.
Wait, yeah, this. No. You have to do like the talk show. Like, I don't know. I want to thank you, Brian, for being here.
Here's our post credits.
What's that?
Starring. Yeah.
You need to make that. I can't see shit on that.
Really? Is it
too bright? It's way too bright. Oh, there we go. Aw. Nice. Stoltz got a lot of letters in his name there, but that's good.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's how his name's spelled.
It doesn't have two T's, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh. What a
you
dumb
need to
name.
learn more. You disregard him as a person. You're just like he's just an underling in the corporate in the corporate structure.
I don't know. That just seems like too many letters that I normally read.
And in the beginning of each episode, Poob goes, coffee, get us a coffee, Stalt, and then we'll start this one. And then he comes back with a coffee, and you scream at him to get out of the room. You just treat him like garbage, dude.
It's too hot.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
You take a sip and go, it's too hot. You spit it all over his face. Oh!
That could have burned my tongue.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. Stalt's a good guy, though. Let's get out of here. Yeah, that's it.